Hello! Alright, it is the new moon, and this is a very exciting new moon. We got sun and moon, of course, in the same energy, like with every new moon, in the first couple of degrees of Taurus, and it's conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So, what does this mean? Every new moon is the beginning of a new lunar cycle. It's the beginning of the month ahead. It's the planting of seeds to germinate over the next 2 weeks to come to culmination, to fruition with the full moon, and then to continue to come to fruition, but kind of more resolving in the 2 weeks after that. So we're looking at the next 30 days. And with sun and moon, with the new moon happening conjunct Uranus and Taurus, this is going to be a month of a lot of changes, a lot of growth, a lot of evolution, especially when it comes to the practical material realm. So this is a wonderful time to be focused on our bodies, especially to be growing, to be setting the intention of setting goals for ourselves as per physical well-being, especially with Mercury and Aries. It's the time to be setting the intention of growing as per our professional skills. Again, I know that a lot of people are frustrated with this and challenged with this. That shows a lot with this square of the stellium and Taurus square, the Mars and the Saturn and Aquarius. Um, Again, it comes down to the same thing. Two same things. Work out, get that frustration out in that way so that you can mitigate some of the frustration that could then inflame relationships and whatnot. It's frustrating. I know a lot of people are experiencing a lot of restriction with what's going on as per the COVID response to be able to keep people safe and to keep people alive. But it's essential to be getting that frustration out in a productive way, in a healthy way, and also, like I've been saying before, to challenge yourself to focus on something that you can do to grow. There's never a time where we can't be doing something to be able to grow. So focus on what you're interested in, learn about something new that can help you to grow in important ways. I'm not trying to plug this, but this is actually something that could be really helpful, especially with Mars and Saturn Aquarius, is to get a reading. Learn more about your chart, learn more about yourself, learn about parts of yourself that you didn't quite know about or didn't quite understand or appreciate before. Um, that can be really helpful to be able to understand, oh, okay, I might not be able to focus on my professional skills or goals in this particular way, but I can focus on this part of myself that I've never really explored, and actually that can be really helpful in understanding something I could be growing from here on out. It's never, again, it's never there's never really an excuse to not be growing. Again, we might not be able to grow in a particular way perhaps, but we can grow in other ways. And for those who can develop professionally at this time or as per their professional skills, this is I mean, it's a great opportunity for all of us. Like I was saying before, don't feel like you're being left out. There's always room to grow. um, but this is really nice for those who can directly focus on their professional skills as well, which includes a lot of people who might not be able to be doing work right now, but they could be studying and being able to learn about new techniques or procedures or information or catching up on stuff that they usually wouldn't be able to when the job is in full swing. So challenge yourself. That's really important. I know some people are going to, out of lack of awareness or a lack of responsibility, just go, I'm just mad and I'm frustrated. I'm not going to do anything productive with it. I mean, that happens during every transit. Naturally, those people usually aren't in the astrological know-how because otherwise, I mean, that's the whole opposite of what astrology is about, is finding opportunities, even in challenges, especially in challenges, actually. So if that's what's going on around you, it's good to pass it on of, hey, there are things you could be doing, but again, people have to decide that for themselves. Also, they have to um, change that mindset of looking for an opportunity in the challenge. I think that's really the key of this new moon, because we have all this wonderful opportunity, just like we do with every transit, but especially with this new moon and Uranus and Taurus and Saturn and Mars in Aquarius, and Saturn is in Aquarius. Saturn rules Aquarius. There's a lot of details of why this is such a momentous time. Uranus rules Aquarius. So, but long story short, this next month is a wonderful opportunity for all of us around the world, no matter what we're going through, to be able to grow and become more knowledgeable, more practical. We can get practical, tangible results during this time from how we align our minds and our bodies as per our goals. Again, our physical, professional, just really anything. But I think especially those. So make the most of it. I think that's the most important thing here. And it'll get easier as the month goes on. So especially about 3 weeks from now, because it'll be trine Jupiter in Capricorn. So that's going to be helping a lot. But it's only, that growth is only going to be experienced, that prosperity, that abundance, that door opening for you is only going to be experienced if for the next 3 weeks you're challenging yourself to grow and to move forward in whatever way possible. So I think that's the most important thing. As always, as a really good friend of mine says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So it's nice to know this now, right? But what is your plan? What is it specifically you're going to be working towards? For example, for me, the book. I'm just working on this book. I'm at 230,000 words for my astrology book, and I've changed my writing schedule to make sure that I get to it first thing when I wake up rather than last thing, so I can just have it done. And then it's changing the little bit of the formula to be able to move forward even more readily. So my goal is about 10,000 words a week, and I'm also working on songwriting. For those who know me well, know that I'm a songwriter, and I have been for like a decade and a half. And I'm excited about a new project that's coming to my life, as well as developing the project that's already in my life. So I'm working on about a song a week, basically. So make a plan. Make a plan. Again, it's great to have positive intention, but if you don't make a plan and then stick with it, like that dog out there, to plan to bark, uh, you're not going to do it. So set a plan, or you probably won't do it. I'm not going to say you won't do it, but you probably won't do it if you don't set that plan. Set the plan, set your metrics. That's what transiting Jupiter and Capricorn is all about for all of 2020. And again, I know there's a lot of frustration. I empathize completely. I'm not trying to act cold or anything. But at the end of the day, self-pity doesn't produce results. We need to be looking at, what can I do? What can I do? I would have loved to be jamming in person with this new project and with my other band, but that's not a reality right now. So I'm going to write songs, and I'm going to write this book. So there's always an obstacle arises. We find our way around it, over it, under it. Just keep going and find that way to make use of what you can with where you are, right here, right now. Infinite love to you, my friends. Namaste. And for those who are interested in reading for this or for whatever questions you might have, or just want a general reading, you don't have any particular questions, feel free to get in contact with me as always. This week is pretty full up, but next week is pretty open. So if you'd like a reading, get in contact with me. All that info, my contact info, the kinds of readings I offer, are in the About section on YouTube and the Bio section on Instagram. And feel free if you have any questions to ask.